Good morning, still Wednesday morning, and I am completely overwhelmed. Does anyone else have this issue? I need some papers to get issues. I'm gonna get up and get something, honey. There's a bunch of papers all got writing on it. I'm gonna grab some paper. I only got a couple minutes till my timer goes off. Alright, I got some paper. I just got fuming mad because I was looking at some Facebook posts like, you guys hear me when I'm not on Facebook? I don't talk about Facebook all the time. She's gone. I do have a whole bunch of physical therapy appointments, and it's going to totally disrupt the time that I need to be home getting ready for my travels, and my clinic admin time is feeling like it's going down the drain. Like, literally. Oh my gosh. There's my timer. So, let me check. There's like a bunch of messages. Hold on. It looks like they already came through. So, I thought I turned off my... what is it? Those that you just heard. Like, I thought I turned those off. Anyways, I don't know how. Let me see if I can figure out how to turn the noise off for that one. Notifications on, customize sounds. Oh, you can do it for each group. So I'm just gonna silence it, because I don't, if you turn your phone down, like say you're on Facebook and you turn the sound ringer off, like the regular sound off, and the sound on, I don't know about the sound, the phone ring sound, but when you turn the sound off on the side of my Samsung phone, so like if you have a YouTube video or something pop on, if you're in a public place or whatever, on it, and you don't want to make noise, but we don't want copyright infringement, it would just be silent, right? And if I scroll through Facebook and it's unmuted, I swear I just turn the sound off on that, guys. If it's unmuted, it ends up still like blasting. Let's see, why did I not? Alright, customize. I put it as silent. Oh my god. I turned this on silent. Why isn't it silent? I'm super tired right now. I'm just gonna turn the notifications off. Because it obviously was not silent. But I should still be able to check in and see. Because that's just too much for my busy mind. Too distracting. So that's part of why I'm making this video. Not because I'm distracted, because I'm getting a different view. So there's a 47-year-old woman who acts, I don't act like an old lady, I haven't been able to find friends my age my whole life. So when I was in like 9th grade, in 9th and 10th grade, I was hanging out with the seniors for some reason, and when I was in college, I don't think it was like that. I remember guys calling us to go to parties, tiki parties and band parties, so I had a phone. I guess my phone would keep ringing, and I'd get invited to these parties, and I'd try to round up the young ladies to go to these house parties. And I had medical school. I was friends. They weren't necessarily older than me, because I'm older. I was definitely older as a medical school student, but they were at a higher level of closer to graduating than I was. And then when I was at the top level, it was really awkward, and I already knew something was going to be up, and I was like, okay. And you know what's weird? I was getting tutors because I had no one to study with, and that was like being paid for by the school. And I ended up saying I want to be a tutor when I'm in my last year of school, which didn't really happen. But it's weird because when I didn't have tutors, I did get better grades. But I also found, I told you I had a friend from Northern Africa. It's like more middle northern, western middle northern Africa. But I had, sorry, I'm so tired right now. I had just gained confidence in working, studying with people, and like working as a student with people that were being discriminated against. And I formed an alliance of support network, and being told, like, what's your problem? You're really smart. Like, what's your problem? Like, why aren't you getting honors? I've shared this before. I need to get in the shower. I have a class at 12 that's in a few minutes, and I have physical therapy now at 1:30. The earlier video I didn't post yet. The vehicle was in a lot that we're supposed to be able to only use till 9, and before 9 I couldn't move it. Like at 8 it wouldn't start, and then I went back. Like an hour or two later, and then it started. I go, before we start tinkering around trying to jump it, let me just try to start it. And it started, and I was like, oopsie. Like, but there's something wrong with it. My partner looked at it, the battery's moving all over the place. I don't even know what that means. I need to get better at my being able to fix things. Because I'm in a rural area. Even in the city, I was always, like, frequently when old cars stranded. I just heard somebody on the side of the road in the middle of the night, alone with 2 small kids, like 2 grade school age kids. It sucked so bad. It's the car my dad traded for the other car. They were both really bad. Actually, they weren't that bad. The places I went to get them fixed made them worse. But what are you going to do when you're driving a 1991 car? Come on, guys. There's only so many miles you can go until this stuff starts rattling. Like, it's not even, if it's not well maintained, it's just old. And it's not saying that someone can't keep, like, the car that I'm talking about is 23 years old. And you know you can buy a car the year before. So if it's a 2023, you can start buying those in 2022. It's already made and on the road, right? Anyways. I got Fumi Madison was talking about births. But this group I'm in is, I think it's Black doulas or Black birth workers. There's several groups and I'm getting overwhelmed. So I feel like I'm falling into a pit of birthing. I'm just, like, not in a pit of being at birth or a pit of babies, but being in a pit of birth professionals that are trying to just do all this stuff to help others and make a career out of it and balance family and work life. And I just feel really overwhelmed because all these appointments I just added, even the day before that I'm supposed to be traveling, that seems like a big no-no. Like, oh, that'll motivate me to get stuff done. No, it won't. Take another 2 hours out of your freaking day is what it's going to do. And in June when I did this, I wanted to do a lot of admin work before I left, and I ended up cleaning and getting stuff ready and getting my businesses ready for 2 weeks off. And this is going to be, guys, I got less than 2 weeks here. I am really overwhelmed. I don't even want to talk about it, but I got feeling mad because I'm seeing people similar to me and even in similar areas as me, and they're asking about birthing stuff, and I want to kind of be like, raise my hand, you know? But I'm kind of raising my hand because I'm like, hey, if you find something out, let me know. If I find something out, I'll let you know, because we're all trying to find the same thing. And I feel like I've been trying to do this for 4 or 5 years on the East Coast and another, 10 years on the West Coast. I contacted one of the providers in Oregon and said I'm going to be available for a few days. And I thought about even attending like a lunch. I don't know, bring someone a lunch or something. And saying, hey, can I just talk to you? Like, here I am. I'm not on Facebook chats where you're like, oh, I know that person's name. Like, here's the real me. Here's my energy. But the same thing happened in medical school. I went away. I thought I was stupid in the 90s. I thought I was ignorant. Everyone's telling me that I'm not smart. And I didn't get the AP grades that I wanted in high school. I didn't get a high enough score in the AP classes. It was just really depressing. I think I could see my score on my transcript. It might have made my college, I don't know if it actually made my college grades go down, but I remember that's when they would post everybody's grade publicly, so everybody stood up at the same time. And I like shrunk down because I didn't make the cut. It was sad. I wanted to not make videos that were just depressing, but I have a blank piece of paper here, guys. And I want to write. Alright, if money were no, like for birth worker, what would be my go-to? For birth worker, let's divide it into out-of-hospital births. And this isn't making it too confusing. I just wanted to be like midwifery. Let's say doula, midwife, and assist. I should add student. I'll just add student here in parentheses so I can figure that out. And let's write today's date. I'm going to have to jump in the shower and do my languages. I don't even have time to do all that. So if money wasn't an issue and time, I would have probably, I don't want to do this. I would either go into back to school and be a certified nurse midwife, but that's not really my thing. I said once I went through school, I'm like, I'll never do this again. But I feel like I should, but part of me is like, you already have the credentials, figure out how to do, let's say, if money was not an issue. Use Indeed credentials and travel to birth. Alright, I'm gonna do imagination. I'm gonna jump in the shower and then do my language even if I'm late. I was imagining, I don't really like doula. I was imagining that I was doing doula and people actually paid me, and I had a building, maybe a live-work building, and I had a comfortable first floor, very family-friendly. Maybe even have an area, maybe even have a room near the front that could be pet-friendly, I don't know. And I could have people come to me, and I could do birth classes, let's see, live work, birth classes, family friendly, and even like maybe 2 parts of a yard. One's dog friendly, dog or animal friendly. Room dog friendly. Some people are allergic, so you don't really want a lot of allergens around, but if you could have maybe a separate entrance where there's someone can have a table and chairs and couches and a place for kids to play if you wanted to bring a pet, or if they came, like, do any doulas have people come to them to labor and then meet at the hospital or go back to their home or whatever? So I have like a live work, or I can walk to my job, have a very beautiful, spacious, clean, modern. This can be the same for the midwifery, but for, like, I could offer prenatal courses, birth plans, individual and group, where I stand up and say, hey, this some of the things you want to think about, birth education. Individual or group. So, midwife, getting the requirements that I need. Money is an issue for all the licensing, all the traveling, all of the, maybe you want to get a new vehicle. Going to be obsolete. The gas powered may be obsolete. The same for assist. But assist is kind of like the bottom of the barrel for me, but that's probably the number one, would be assist and or student, so I could get some credentials for DC and then get like a home DC area, College Park area, and then do the same thing on my West Coast plus West Coast, so that I could travel via plane and be where I need to be and see the people I need to see and collab with the people that I need to collab with. So I'll put C, B, and collab. My vision is to be sitting in a more comfortable chair than this one, with a better computer than this one, having like a wooden floor with some trip-free rugs, and having families of all ethnicities and cultures and religions being able to come together as one, having some clean and serene snacks and beverages, and I don't know. If money wasn't an issue. Money is an issue. Remember the Christmas Story with the lady with the long hair and the guy that the husband that wanted to buy her the big beret thing? Didn't he have like a watch or something? A watch that needed a chain, or a chain that needed a watch, something like that. That story is, what is it called? Anyways, I gotta get going. I just wanted to share with you guys that I feel like change is coming, and I feel like my prayers and meditation have been blank slates, and I'm like, dear God, what is going on? I'm not hearing direction, except for getting these calls that I can get physical therapy, trying to get counseling, trying to get involved with birth workers, not even just around the state that I'm in now, but around the whole country and the whole world. But what sucks is when you had a generation or two back, my mother was born in a house and my kids were born in houses. When you have such a thing that used to be so normalized a generation or two ago, where so many people were birthing like in the 1800s at home. And they talk about Miss Carter being a midwife, but you see Jimmy Carter's mom as a midwife, and then Miss Carter was born at home. I don't know if this is real, that Jimmy met her when they visited the house when she was born. So he met her when she was newborn. But anyways, I don't know if that's true. I just thought what do you guys do when you're trained, you have a licensing, you've passed the test, you've administered the care, you've dealt with emergencies, you've dealt with transfers, you've dealt with perinatologists, visits, C-sections, all like as an obstetrician, basically a naturopathic obstetrics provider. What do you do when you can't go to birth? And what do you do to say, oh, don't worry, I don't want to be on call anyway. Like, when the birth happens, you go, day or night. You have a reliable vehicle, and you have your stuff locked up well, and you have your health in order, and you have enough money so that you can bring your snacks in your little lunchbox, and your little water, and your little thing to make your beverages. And I've done it formally since, was it 2013? Yeah. Since 2013, I formally attended births and got checkoffs for those. And that's been 10 years. I don't know what to do. And you see me on administrative sabbatical, struggling with just the ND. People say that's too much to try to do that and notary, naturopathic, and this and that, and it's like, it's not too much, because it can be one office. building, one office suite. Say, what services are you here for? Because I provide this, 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 and this. Period. And I have a little store. The store can be run by someone else. They don't have to have a medical degree. But I'm feeling like I'm hitting a brick wall. And usually I have a lot of dreams and hopes. And I was like, well, just do your work. Just do your billing. Just study for the NORM exam. Like, wait, I don't even know if I'm eligible. I'm seeing things that said if you graduated from a non-accredited school and became a CPM prior to 2020, I'm like, oh, if I had gotten those credentials and stuff done before 2020, but I got mine in 2022, not as a CPM, but as an MD. Not my phone is ringing. Something's vibrating. Guys. Oh my god. I might have messed up by waiting until 2020 or 2022. I could have gotten all this stuff. In 2016, I could have received my license and then gotten the license before 2020 in Washington State and taken NORM. So I got on the phone yesterday and I went to call Washington State and I waited on hold to try to find out more information on whether I'm eligible as a naturopathic doctor. Oh, I do have contact information from somebody, and I am scared to take this test. I am asking for donations to help pay for the test, and I don't know if I have to fly somewhere and take it in person. There's study materials I could buy that I'm not buying right now. I'm just trying to do Quizlets, make my own study guide, answering my own study guide. So I ask for your help because I am feeling like I'm getting so separated from the birthing community that I have to rise back up to be credentialed in the level that I'm at and not just stay down here. Working down here, I'm not above that, but I'm not getting hired down here. So I need to be able to get hired. If I was doing birth assist right now, I would probably check in and say I'm tired, I need to take a break. But I would be getting money and I would stop complaining about my credit card being maxed out. So I want to tell you guys, the birth assist thing is here has not worked, and I have agreed to go Pennsylvania, Virginia, Maryland, DC, Delaware. That's this coast. I'm willing to travel to Vermont, New Jersey, New York, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and then the West Coast, whole thing, same thing, all over Oregon, all over Washington. As an assist, I don't know the credentials, so I could definitely do it. Oregon's pretty big. So since I'm missing my class and need to take a shower, checking in with you guys on all this is making me feel really paranoid and anxious, and it's not anything. I don't know why. I do know why. First of all, I'm speaking really quietly, and I don't like that as a starter entrepreneur speaker. Second of all, I'm late for everything that I'm trying to do, and I said I'd log off, but oh yeah, I'm going to ask you guys in the comments if you have, it doesn't have to be birth related, but if you're at different tiers of a certain career and self-employment, how do you build a community of people where you can talk to that are having the same dreams, that are having similar struggles, that are able to collab with you, say, oh hey, you want to work together on this project, formally or informally, or let's sit under a lawyer and work out some, paperwork on this, or just say, hey, you want to cover me for a birth, or hey, having a birth in your neighborhood in 3 weeks, do you want to attend it, yes or no? That's what I'm trying to find. If I was doing it for notary, I try the same thing. I try that collab with people out here. You can't give your jobs to someone, but you can tell the clients, hey, I'm not available, but this person I know is in the same area. How do you guys go about that? I don't know what other career sales maybe. If you want to be buddy-buddy, not just be competitive, say, oh, I'm out of orange juice, but down the street, this shop I shop at sometimes, they have a similar product, for a similar price. Peace, guys. I got my life to catch up on real fast.